I once owned over 300 items I never used. My closet overflowed with clothes I hadn't worn in years. My shelves sagged under books I'd never read. Then I discovered an ancient samurai principle that changed everything. The warriors of feudal Japan lived with almost nothing. Not because they were poor, but because they understood something we've forgotten. Every possession you own owns a piece of you. So I made a decision. I would throw away 70% of everything I owned. What happened next shocked me. Lesson 1. The weight you don't see. The samurai carried only what they could bear in battle. I realized my possessions were my battlefield. Each item I removed felt like removing a stone from my back. The physical space grew, but something else expanded too. My mind became clearer. Lesson 2. The illusion of security. We hoard things thinking they make us secure. The samurai knew that true security comes from within, not from what you own. When I threw away my just-in-case items, I discovered I was more capable than I believed. I could adapt. I could improvise. Lesson 3. One in, one out. After my purge, I adopted the samurai's discipline. Before acquiring anything new, something old must leave. This simple rule transformed my relationship with possessions. I became a guardian, not a collector. Lesson 4. The beauty of empty space. In Japanese culture, empty space isn't emptiness. It's called ma, the sacred pause. My room transformed. Where clutter once screamed, silence now whispered. I could finally breathe. Lesson 5. Your clothes are your armor. The samurai chose their armor with intention. Every piece had purpose. I reduced my wardrobe to 30 items. Each piece I kept was chosen deliberately. Getting dressed stopped being a decision and became a ritual. Lesson 6. Books are meant to be read, not displayed. I owned 200 books. I'd read maybe 40. The samurai valued action over appearance. I kept only the books that changed me and donated the rest. My small shelf of wisdom became more valuable than my library of ego. Lesson 7. Sentimental items hold you in the past. This was the hardest lesson. The samurai lived in the eternal now, ready for battle at any moment. I had boxes of memories I never looked at. Photos, tickets, trinkets. I digitized what mattered and released the rest. The memories didn't fade, they intensified. Lesson 8. The kitchen reveals your truth. I had 3 sets of dishes, 4 pans I never used, gadgets for every imaginable task. The samurai ate simple meals from simple bowls. I reduced my kitchen to essentials. Cooking became meditation, not chaos. Lesson 9. Digital clutter counts too. The modern battlefield is digital. I had thousands of unread emails, hundreds of apps, gigabytes of files. I applied the same 70% rule. My phone became a tool again, not a burden. Lesson 10. Less stuff means more life. Here's what nobody tells you about minimalism. When you remove the excess, you don't just gain space. You gain time. You gain energy. You gain focus. The samurai understood that a warrior distracted by possessions is a warrior defeated by life. 6 months after my purge, I calculated the hours I'd gained. No more searching for things. No more cleaning clutter. No more organizing possessions. I found 15 hours per week. That's almost 800 hours per year. But the real transformation wasn't measurable. I sleep better. My mind is quieter. My goals are clearer. I spend money on experiences now, not things. I invest in growth, not storage. The samurai had a saying, "The warrior who carries too much loses the battle before it begins." I was losing the battle of my own life, defeated by possessions I thought I needed. Starting is terrifying. I understand. That first item you throw away feels like loss. But the samurai taught me this. Impermanence is the only permanent thing. Everything you own will eventually leave you. The only question is whether you'll choose when, or let time choose for you. Here's how I did it. I didn't do it all in one day. That's the mistake most people make. I chose one category per week. Week 1, clothes. Week 2, books. Week 3, kitchen. The momentum builds. Each category becomes easier. I used 3 boxes. Keep, donate, trash. The rule was simple. If I hadn't used it in 6 months, it went. If it didn't bring genuine value or joy, it went. If I was keeping it out of guilt or obligation, it definitely went. The resistance will come from everywhere. Friends will question you. Family will worry. Your own mind will rebel. But what if I need this someday? The samurai would ask, what if someday never comes? Will you sacrifice today for a tomorrow that may not exist? I'm not saying become a monk. I'm not saying own 15 items and sleep on the floor. I'm saying question everything you own. Does it serve you, or do you serve it? My living space looks different now. Clean surfaces, empty corners, drawers that close easily. But the real change is internal. I feel lighter. Not just in my home, but in my spirit. The samurai lived by the code of Bushido. One principle stands above all: simplicity. Simplicity in thought, simplicity in action, simplicity in possessions. This wasn't deprivation, this was liberation. Here's what I still own: 30 pieces of clothing that I love, 20 books that shaped me, kitchen tools I use weekly, furniture that serves clear purposes, technology that adds genuine value. And that's about it. It's enough. It's more than enough. The questions I ask before buying anything now: do I need this, or do I just want it? Will this add value to my life, or clutter to my space? Can I borrow or rent this instead? Would the samurai approve? That last question might sound silly, but it works. I saved money I didn't expect to save. Less shopping, obviously, but also less maintenance, less storage, less insurance, less stress. I redirected that money toward my future. The samurai invested in their skills, not their possessions. So do I now. People ask if I miss anything I threw away. Honestly, I can't remember most of it. That's the truth minimalists don't always share. The things you agonize over releasing, you forget them within weeks. The fear of loss is always worse than the actual loss. This journey taught me the difference between value and volume. Our culture confuses the two constantly. More stuff doesn't mean more value. Often it means less. Less clarity, less peace, less freedom. If you're feeling called to this path, start small. Choose one drawer, just one. Empty it completely, clean it, then return only what truly belongs. Feel that small victory. Let it fuel the next step. The samurai warriors are long gone, but their wisdom remains. Live deliberately, choose consciously, release fearlessly. Your life is too valuable to waste managing possessions that don't serve your purpose. I threw away 70% of my stuff, but I didn't lose anything. I gained everything. The warrior's path isn't about what you carry. It's about what you're willing to release. Thank you for walking this path with me. If this resonated, subscribe for more Japanese wisdom. Leave a comment sharing one item you're ready to release. Let's walk the minimalist path together.